Did you know that while Kenyans were hiding in forests, starving, bleeding, and dying for freedom, one African man lived like a king under full British protection? His name was Senior Chief Njiri Wakaranja, and his story forces us to ask an uncomfortable question. Was he a visionary elite or a collaborator who prospered from oppression? Before most Africans had ever had a radio, Chief Njiri owned one, the only transistor radio within a 1,000-kilometer radius. Before land dispossession became a national wound, he quietly hived off an entire location in Kenyan, Murang'a, and made it his own. While the Mau Mau survived on roots and hope, Chief Njiri counted wealth in thousands: 5,000 goats, 4,000 sheep, and 2,000 cattle. This wasn't just wealth, this was power. In a time when owning a bicycle made you a big man, usually a teacher or an extension officer, Chief Njiri owned a horse. And not just that, his grandchildren were driven to school in a Land Rover in the 1950s. Let that sink in. As colonial prisons filled with freedom fighters, Chief Njiri sent his own son to America for studies, so the question is unavoidable. Where did this privilege come from? Chief Njiri's homestead had gates, guards, and strict protocols. You didn't enter unless permitted. He was so powerful that someone carried his folding chair wherever he went. Yet outside those gates, Kenya burned. At the height of independence struggle, Chief Njiri became one of the most feared enemies of the Mau Mau. He hated them with a passion, so much so that he defiantly flew a 60-foot British flag outside his home, a direct message to the fighters hiding in nearby forests. The colonial government loved him for it. They stationed armed police to guard him day by day. A police reserve helicopter delivered his daily copy of the East African Standard, even though he was illiterate. A guard had to read it for him. And the irony? His 42 wives and children would scramble down the hill to rescue the newspaper before it slid toward the forest where the Mau Mau waited. History books call this loyalty. Others call it betrayal. His reputation reached Buckingham Palace itself. In 1957, the Queen paid him a courtesy visit. Later, he was awarded the Member of the British Empire, MBE. Ask yourself, how many Mau Mau veterans received medals? How many were compensated? How many died forgotten? Chief Njiri lived past 100 years. He married his 30th wife in church in 1964 after independence. His legacy still divides Kenya. Was he simply a man who understood power and played the game better than others? Or was his wealth built on suffering of those who chose resistance over comfort? History doesn't always belong to heroes. Sometimes it belongs to those who picked the winning side. So, when we speak of independence, we must ask, who paid the price and who collected the rewards?